Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool washer electronic control board. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new electronic control board. The electronic control board is located in the console. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it's failed and it's not responding to your inputs. In order to get to the part, we have to go around back. Now that we're around back, we can use our 1/4" nut driver to take out the screws that hold the top on. Once you have the screws out, we can take the top off. We're going to lift up on the back a little bit and then pull it back so the front releases. Once you have it released, you can lift it off and set it aside. Now that we have the top off, we can disconnect the wiring harness from the electronic control board. It's plugged into this other control that's located in the right corner of the washer. We're just going to reach in and push on the locking tab so we can unplug it. Once you have it unplugged, you can follow it back and unhook it from this little latch. All you have to do is lift it up, and once you have it out, you can set it aside so we can pull it out later. Next, we can remove the detergent drawer. All you have to do is pull it all the way out, and once it stops, you can reach in and press the release and pull it off the rest of the way. Once you have it out, you can set it aside. Now that we have the drawer out, we can use our Torque 20 driver to take out the screw that holds the console. Now that we have that screw out, we can open up the washer door, and right at the top of the door but the bottom of the console, there's a Phillips screw that we have to remove. We're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to take it out. Once you have the screw out, we can unsnap the console from the washer. There's a couple locking tabs across the top that we have to unsnap. Once you have the locking tabs released, you don't just want to pull it off. You have to go from the back behind the electronic control. There's a little locking tab right here. We're going to press on it with a flathead screwdriver. Once you have it released, then we can pull the console off. Once you have the tab released, you can pull the console away so we can set it aside and take the electronic control board out. Before you put the console down, you want to make sure you put a towel down so you don't damage anything. Once you have the towel down, you can carefully set the console in. And the first thing we're going to do is take the knob off. All you have to do is carefully pull on it to release it. Once you have it off, you can set it aside. And then we can turn it over. Once we have the console flipped over, we can take out the electronic control board. We're going to use a flathead screwdriver. There's 4 locking tabs on this side and 3 on this side. We're just going to release them while we're pulling up on the electronic control board so that the tabs don't relock as we go to the next one. Once you have all the locking tabs released, we can lift the electronic control board out and take it out of the console. Here's the old electronic control board next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. In order to put the new electronic control board in, we're just going to line it up and set it into place. And once you have it lined up, we can snap them in. Now you're going to have to lift it up a little bit on this side so we can push the shaft through the console. But once you have it in place, we can just snap it in. Once you have the electronic control board mounted into the console, we can carefully turn it over so we can put the knob back on. All you have to do is line up the flat. There's a flat on the shaft and a flat on the knob. And all you have to do is rotate it over and push it on. Once you have the knob in, we can put the console on. To put the console back on the washer, we're going to first route the wiring harness through the opening. Once you have the wire harness through, we can line up the console. We're going to first put the locking tab through, and then once you have that in, we're going to push the console in to snap it in, but you want to make sure that the metal tab for the screw goes inside the console. Once you have it lined up, you can snap it on. Once you have the console back on the washer, we can use our Phillips screwdriver to put in the bottom screw. Once you have the screw tightened down, we can close the washer door, and then we can use the Torque 20 driver to put the screw back in that holds the console. Once you have it tightened down, we can put the detergent drawer back in. To put the detergent drawer back in, all you have to do is line it up on the rails and push it all the way back. Once you have it in, we can hook up the wiring harness for the electronic control board. We can route the wiring harness through the holder. All you have to do is bend it and put it in there. And then we can run the connector over and push it into the control board. Once you have it lined up, you just have to push it in so it locks into place. Once you have it plugged in, we can put the top back on the washer. In order to put the top back on, we're just going to set the front of the panel in between that plastic ridge and the front console. Once you have it in there, we're going to lower it down and push it forward at the same time. Once you have it all the way in, you can set the back down, and then we can use the 1/4-inch nut driver to put the screws in. Now that we have the washer put back together, we can plug it back in and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.